Test.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Back live for some Giants baseball. Let me just have some audio here. I'll be right here. Right back.
Our Game Time Weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. You can buy your wristbands online.
So temperature 61 degrees. Let me
$20.
61 degrees, windy, and of course the wind is a factor at Oracle Park, as it always is. Giants took game one last night. Used Stefani versus Alcantara. Giants won that battle. The small ball, they had 2 sack flies and I believe the 6th. And they won that game 4-3. So the small ball paid dividends last night for the Giants. And on a 4-game win streak, Marlins lineup is leading off as John Birdie, Jorge Soler batting second and DHing, Luis Arias is batting third at second base, Garrett Cooper cleanup, Brian De La Cruz batting fifth, Joey Wendell batting sixth, Nick Fortes batting seventh, Garrett Hampson batting eighth, and then Xavier Edwards, the switch hitter, batting ninth in center field. Logan Webb on the hill for the Giants today. This will be his 10th start. 3-5 record. Hasn't got a lot of help. He hasn't got a lot of run support. 3.20 ERA from 59 innings. In 59 innings, he has 58 strikeouts to just 11 walks.
What do you say we check out our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud? Logan Webb.
So Webb throws a sinker 40% of the time. He throws a changeup about 33% of the time. Throws a slider. And he throws a four-seam fastball. Doesn't throw it a lot, but he's been throwing it more. First pitch of the ballgame to John Birdie is on the outside corner, strike one. Start at 4:05, right on time. Birdie batting .268 this year. 2 home runs. That's inside.
Birdie hitting
1-1
with a couple of home runs, 8 RBIs.
Marlins wearing their black uniforms.
He got into the game late.
Big fan of them.
Last night.
1-1. Swing and a foul. And 1-2.
1 for 4. Lifetime against Logan Webb as Webb rubs up a new baseball. As
Birdie with a 674 OPS this year.
Joined us on this Saturday afternoon. We had a really nice crowd.
Jorge Soler on deck. 1-2. Birdie takes one in the dirt. 2-2.
Keep our eyes on
that was a slider. That's first.
As a starter.
Patrick Daly played last night, made his debut, but today's his first debut as a first game as a starter, and will be his first ever major league at bat. And Birdie with a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Webb's first strikeout, one down in the first. Giants defense. Well, I'll go over that later. Today's Armed Forces Day in the MLB, so everyone wearing camo hats. Armed Forces Weekend. On the outside corner, strike 1 to Jorge Soler, batting .229. With 11 homers, that leads the Marlins. 0-1. And Soler grounds is foul, and the count goes to 0-2.
Against Webb. But the one hit was a home run. Well, and he's in his book. You can't get out of it once you're in it.
10 seconds on the pitch clock.
No.
0-2. Soler outside, called a ball. It's the definition of just a bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Luis Rise on deck. He had 3 hits last night. That's low, 2-2.
Baloo, Blakeney, and Hudson from first to third.
Home plate umpire today is Hunter Wendelstadt. First base is Brock Baloo, Ryan Blakeney at second, the crew chief at third base, Marvin Hudson.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 to Soler. Got him again. Second strikeout for Webb. 2 down in the first. Now bringing Luis Rise. Rise batting a whopping .388, and we're almost 50 games into the season. .388. Hopefully, like Tony Gwynn is my comparison to him. That was a strike to Rise. And 3 for 4 last night.
And the Marlins only had 6 hits.
Marlins had 6 hits last night. Rise had 3 of them. That's just inside 1-1.
He's got an exceptional eye. He rarely goes out of the
Rise
strike zone.
doesn't really have power, but 388 average, that'll make up for it. Only 1 home run in the year for Rise. Inside, he called a strike. Wasn't a strike, but it was called. That's what
He
matters.
did not like that call. That was a pitcher strike. 1-2. 1 for 3 against Webb. Look at the way that it was pulled back into the strike zone. Nice frame job. That's right. Out of play.
And that's foul. I'll stay at 1-2.
That looked to me like Patrick Bailey's got any. However, the way that he's receiving the ball.
Heat on the pitch clock.
Very balanced.
There'll be another 1-2 to Rise. Webb fires, and Rise grounds out 1 to Schmidt. Schmidt goes to first, and that's a 1-2-3 first inning for Logan Webb. To the bottom of the first we go. Giants coming up. I'll be right back. So there's a Giants lineup today. Batting leadoff is Tyro Estrada. Homer Flores bats second in DHs. Michael Conforto, who's been hot, batting third. J.D. Davis batting cleanup. Mitch Haniger batting fifth. Lamont Wade batting sixth against the lefty. Casey Schmidt batting seventh. Patrick Bailey hitting eighth, and Bryce Johnson hitting ninth. Very young lineup for the Giants. 2 switch hitters. Left-hander Braxton Garrett on the mound for the Marlins today. This will be his 9th game. He started 7 of 8. 1-2 record, 5.40 ERA, 49 hits, 36 strikeouts, and 7 walks. First pitch to Estrada is a line drive to left field and a base hit. And that's a great way for this game to get started for the Giants. Leadoff single for Tyra. On the very first pitch of the game. Garrett throws 6 pitches, and he throws them all. Sinker, slider, cutter, 4-seam fastball, curveball, changeup. Favorite pitch is the sinker and slider. Now here's Wilmer Flores DHing today. He pinch hit last night for Blake Sable. And that's high, but called a strike, 0-1. Flores batting .257 on the year.
With Michael Conforto on deck.
6 home runs, 15 ribbies for Wilmer. 3 on the pitch clock. 2-1. Garrett fires. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Estrada has got 11 steals. And that leads this Giants team by a lot.
Very solid crowd. Saturday afternoon baseball. 0-2 to Wilmer. And how did he get a piece of that? I didn't even see his back go. Can't say 0-2.
Giants now are just 2 games under 500. There's the long oven myth. They've won 4 straight. They're 6-4 in their
Michael
last 10.
Conforto on deck. 0-2 to Wilmer. Here it is. And a high fly ball to center. Edwards doesn't have to move. He'll make the catch. 1 down.
Let's take a look at that Marlins defense.
The Marlins defense in the outfield from left to right will be De La Cruz, Edwards, Hampson. From third to first in the infield will be Birdie, Wendell, Arise, Cooper. Nick Fortes catching Braxton Garrett. Push on the mound.
Arise and Cooper on the right side. Nick Fortes, he'll be in the squad putting down the sides.
Here's Conforto, .216 average, .325 on base percentage, 8 home runs, 19 RBIs.
1 for 3 last night.
And he takes a strike.
He scored a run.
99 splash hits.
99 has been there for a while.
The 0-1. Conforto, swing and a miss 0-2.
Towers weren't there. Taken away that had it not hit the water tower would have gone in the water.
So 1 on the bottom of the first.
It would have been the first ball ever hit into McCovey Cove by any right-hander, not just in the games, but in batting practice. No right-hander has ever put one in McCovey Cove. On a 3-0 pitch from Walker Buehler.
The 0-2.
Estrada goes.
Conforto went around, but Estrada does steal second base. 2 down. But Estrada goes to second. Yeah.
He's had 5 at-bats against them.
So it's 1-1 to J.D. Davis. With a runner at second. 1-1 pitch. In the dirt, 2-1.
2-1. Mitch Haniger on deck.
Mitch Haniger on deck, the left fielder. 203. I think he was playing 286. 2-1 Davis. And he grounds down right back to Garrett to flip the first for the third out of the first, and now in the inning. Giants strand the runner at second. The second we go, no score. Logan Webb comes back to take the mound. Be right back. So Garrett Cooper will lead off the top of the second for Miami. The three due up for the Marlins will be the middle of the order. Cooper, De La Cruz homer last night, and Joey Wendell, who has the lowest batting average in the Marlins starting nine. Wendell with an average of 132. He's playing shortstop today.
Beautiful look right into.
So no score. Giants have one hit. Marlins have no hits, and each team does not have an error for the second inning.
So relaxing. Holly, don't you just want to be out there on the boat? The gaslight. Yes. Everybody looks so relaxed and comfortable. Don't have to worry about work. Don't have to worry about.
So here's the first pitch to Garrett Cooper.
Here's Garrett
Cooper grounds this one softly to Schmidt. Schmidt has plenty of time, fires to first. One down. One pitch went out.
We'll celebrate Buster Posey's induction into the Bay Area Sports Hall of Fame this coming Thursday. The annual bash.
Today was Lucille Bobblehead Day at Oracle Park.
A portion of the ticket proceeds benefit.
First, however many fans got free Lucille Bobblehead.
Go to BASHOF.org. Bashoff.
Here's De La Cruz, weighing 293. He takes a strike.
He had a couple of hits. One of them was a big fly.
De La Cruz actually had all three of the Marlins' RBIs last night. He had 2 RBI double, and he had the solo homer. He's at 0-2 here. De La Cruz playing left field. Takes a slider outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Marlins last night was 3 runs, and De La Cruz knocked them all in.
1-2. Disgusting slider. Webb's third strikeout of the game already. And there's 2 down in the second. I'll bring up Joey Wendell.
5 hitters, all 3 swing and miss strike threes.
Webb's
Joey Wendell.
4th strikeout already. And Wendell takes way inside, almost hit him. 1-0.
Last night. Wendell.
Sorry, that was actually Webb's 3rd strikeout. 1-0 to Wendell. And that is outside, 2-0. Webb's top pitch these first 2 innings have been the slider. Wendell with a 175 on base percentage. And a swing and a miss, 2-1.
There you go. great speed. He hits a medium ground ball.
Nick Fortes on deck, the catcher.
That's good speed. That's pressure on an infield.
2-1. Another slider inside, 3-1.
3-1. This is the Marlins shortstop.
Of course, no shift, and that's ball 4. Another slider inside, and the Marlins have their first base runner. Comes from a Joey Wendell walk.
And here's Fortes.
Now by Nick Fortes.
Jacob Stallings got ejected late in the game.
Fortes a 207 average, 1 bomb, 6 ribbies. And a fastball on the outside corner called a strike.
But Fortes did get one at bat, and in that 9th inning, he struck out.
The 0-1 to Fortes, and on the pitch clock. And a line drive to left field and a base hit for Fortes. Marlins, their first hit of the game. And they have first and second with 2 outs in the second.
Well, take the Giants on the go this season and stream the games on the NBC Sports app. And it's brought to you by your North.
I'll bring up the former Colorado Rocky, the speedy Garrett Hampson.
Fortes with a base hit, so here's Garrett Hampson.
Hampson batting .244.
Hampson last
on
night,
base percentage of .272. This one home run. Takes outside here, 1-0.
He got 26 at-bats in his career against Webb. All those at-bats in a Colorado Rockies uniform.
And that's in there for a strike.
Well, you face a guy 26 times, you know everything about him. You know what his fastball looks like. You know what his breakball looks
Lee
like.
Webb's 30th pitch of the game.
Movement is on his changeup.
1-1. Outside, called a strike. Well, Hunter Wendelstad given that outside strike call. So definitely a zone in favor of the pitchers today. That was not even close to the zone.
So if you're Logan Webb, throw another one out there just a little bit wider. Or you can backdoor a sinker.
If Webb gets that call, he's pretty much unstoppable if he gets that call consistently. 1-2 to Hampson. He threw the same pitch, but it was just a little bit more outside, and Wendelstad called it a ball. 2-2.
You get a guy leaning like that, you really can go on both sides of the plate.
2-2 to Hampson. Ground ball foul. Count stays even.
It's our ball dude down the
as the ball dude gives it to a fan. Craig Lux.
And Louis Albedesco is over at
and
first
the other
base
one is
today.
Louis Albedesco, the first base ball boy. 2-2. Way outside. 3-2. I don't think Webb's going to get that call. Xavier Edwards on deck. In the hole is John Birdie. It's a full count here to Garrett Hampson with runners on first and second, 2 down. Top of the second. And Hampson strikes out looking. And Logan Webb gets out of it unscathed. 4 strikeouts for Webb. To the bottom of the second we go. No score. No score for 1.5.
Is brought to you by Toyota. Class-leading MPG.
Leading off the bottom of the second will be Mitch Haniger.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Here's Mitch Haniger standing in.
So first pitch to Haniger.
Nothing ball game.
In a ball game with no score. That's a curveball in there for a strike.
Haniger starting to swing it.
Haniger bang 203.
Off the interstate.
Just off the interstate. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on the slider.
Last night. You know, we talk about the importance of having a good night against a good pitcher, and last night he had a good night against a great pitcher. Sandy Alcantara, last year's Cy Young Award, some of the best stuff in all of baseball.
0-2 to Haniger. Inside 1-2.
Haniger barreled him 3 times.
One, two, swing, and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. With the breaking ball. Second strikeout of the game for Braxton Garrett.
Braxton Garrett has. It's easy to understand.
And I'll bring up Lamont Wade Jr.'s had a phenomenal start to this year. 264 batting average and a 917 OPS. And he's been hitting lefties too, which is huge for him. Facing a lefty here, and he fouls off the first pitch. A 1. Low. Garrett from Foley, Alabama, 6'2", and Wade checked his swing, 2-1.
So good at laying off stuff that falls below the strike zone. And that's not an easy thing to do.
Wade takes the low once again, that time with the sinker, 3-1. On deck is Casey Schmidt. Schmidt and Bailey batting back-to-back. 3-1 the Wade is on the inside corner. Full count.
See what Wade gets.
3-2 to Wade. And he fouls away. So he's alive.
Good pitch, good fight him off.
There's Patrick Bailey in the hole, waiting for his first major league at bat.
Very, very close to his first big league at bat.
3-2. High ball 4, and Lamont Wade draws yet another walk. Lefty or righty does not matter.
It's his 19th walk this year with 2 strikes.
That's Lamont Wade's 19th walk this year with 2 strikes. And now here comes Casey Schmidt. Batting average of 400, on base percentage of 400, and a 650 slugging percentage. 2 home runs, 8 RBIs already. And a very short stint in the majors. Schmidt takes a curveball on the outside corner, strike 1.
It's Casey Schmidt's mother and father.
Casey Schmidt's parents are here. Deal 1. Out of play, 0-2.
Had an RBI single late in the game last night, and it proved to be the winning run that he knocked in.
The 0-2 to Casey. Way inside, 1-2. Garrett's 27th pitch and a 1-2 to Schmidt. Target on the inside corner, and Garrett will throw to first. Garrett's first of 3 disengagements. The run at first is Lamont Wade Jr. Schmidt to left field. De La Cruz is there.
Almost over the head of
And
David
there's 2 outs. And now here comes Patrick Bailey.
Sounded like he got it a little bit on the end. Still a quality at bat. It's good contact in the 2-strike count. Now it's all about the rook. All right. Patrick Bailey's wife, Leah.
I've been hearing that Patrick Bailey, he is a switch hitter, but I've been hearing that he struggled from the right side in the minors. So we'll see here. He's batting ready now. And he takes the first pitch he sees in the majors in the dirt. Why not?
Very exciting moment for the entire family.
The 1-0. Bailey fouls it back.
And that's going to be out of play. Good swing. Good at bat. Start with good swings.
At Double A and Triple A this year, 276 average, 4 bombs, 16 RBIs, 358 on base percentage for Patrick Bailey.
Here's the 1-1.
And Garrett did not get the call there on the inside. 2-1.
This is a pretty good pitch.
That's a perfect pitch. Just didn't get the call.
Like umpires start rooting for a kid having their first at bat.
7 on the pitch clock. Garrett fires and a ground ball to third. Birdie goes to second. Inning over. So Patrick Bailey's first at bat is a ground out. No score. Each team with a hit. No errors for either team. Going to the third.
Pandemic. Patrick Bailey in the first slot.
In the first round of 2020, the Giants selected Patrick Bailey. And in the second round of 2020, they drafted Casey Schmidt. Both those guys in the lineup today, and they're batting back to back. Talking about a young guy for the Marlins, number 63, Xavier Edwards, leads off the third, and he shows bunt and takes a strike. Takes a ball, actually.
That's got a chance to be a real good draft.
Edwards 333 average, foul back.
Bailey, and it's 1 ball to 1 strike. They drafted 5 players, unless that there were other reasons as to why they got another pick.
Edwards with an RBI in his short stint in the majors. Grounds this one back to Webb. Not an easy play. Flip just in time. 1 down.
Xander Edwards can fly.
Now bring up John Birdie.
So here's Birdie. Birdie struck out to open
Birdie
up the
struck
game.
out his first time up to open up the game.
And here
He takes a strike on the outside
The cool
corner.
thing about the 2020 draft is that you had 5 picks. It didn't mean you couldn't sign anybody else. It's that if you sign anybody after 5,
Inside called a strike.
The bonus that you give them, I think, was $20,000, which meant that everybody that signed a professional contract after the fifth round pick.
Another youngster for the Giants, Bryce Johnson in center field today.
And there may have been 25 6-round picks.
He'll lead off the bottom half of the third. Outside, call the ball, 1-2.
You're walking into school, you just got drafted, absolutely a 6th-round pick. That's what you got to say the rest of your life.
41st pitch from Webb. And Birdie grounds this one. The second, Estrada goes to wait at first, 2 down.
And just as he turned around, the ball was on its way. I tell you, we've seen a similar type of play where Tyro Estrada actually had to throw the ball before Wade.
Now bring up Jorge Soler.
It's not an easy throw to make. Tell me about it, Kite. No, because you're kind of taught your whole life, don't throw it at a guy whose back is to you. But he times it perfectly. Yeah, but if he waits for Wade to get there, he runs out of time.
First pitch to Soler is outside, 1-0. Soler struck out his first time up.
I mean, that's another one of those plays you never really practice.
Got the corner at the knees, 1-1.
Soler struck out.
The 1-1 to Soler. On the outside corner, strike 2. Webb just finding all the corners of the strike zone today so far.
Strike out his first 3 times up.
45th pitch of the game from Webb. 1-2 to Soler is low.
Dangerous. Not comfortable pitch to do a guy who's got that kind of power. One mistake, the location, boom.
The 2-2. Soler fouls it back. Count stays even. Soler DHing.
Should Soler reach, it would be...
2-2 Soler, and he swing and a miss. Webb's 5th strikeout. No score after 2. Be right back. There are some other games in action. One of the games in action right now is Orioles Blue Jays. That game is tied at 2 in the top of the 6th. The Tigers and Nationals are in action. Tigers lead 2-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Pirates and Diamondbacks in action from Pittsburgh. 1-0 Diamondbacks is that score in the bottom of the 3rd. Rockies Rangers, bottom of the 2nd, 4-0 Texas. Phillies Cubs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Phillies are winning that game 6-0. Giants have swept the Phillies. Astros A's, top of the 2nd, 2-0 Houston. Yankees Reds, bottom of the 2nd, 1-0 Reds. And Rays Brewers, top of the 3rd, 4-1 Tampa. We did have a game. Johnson pops the first pitch up. Short. Wendell, I'm sorry, Arise makes the catch, 1 down. And there's one game that went final. There's White Sox versus Royals. White Sox won that game 5-1. White Sox have been an utter disappointment yet again. And Tyro Estrada comes up.
Both him best dressed. Yeah, hey, if you're a 20-game winner, you end up with a date.
Estrada takes strike 1. Curveball on the outside. Luis Rice leads the NL in hits with 59. Tyro Estrada is 4th in the NL with hits. He has 54. And he's in company with Luis Arias, of course, Ronald Acuna, and Freddie Freeman. That's pretty good company, if you ask me. 0-2. High fly ball to left. Down the line, De La Cruz. It goes foul.
So, quick 0-2.
0-2 to Estrada again. 1-2.
All right, how close it was?
Yeah, that was well foul. Not even close. 1-2 to Tyro. And a swing and a miss.
Ball breaks down Estrada.
2 down.
Catch every pitch with the fastest internet.
Garrett's 3rd strikeout, and I'll bring up Wilmer.
Connection you can count on in the clutch, even during peak hours. The next generation Xfinity 10G network.
Flores 0 for 1. Takes low 1-0. Flores flew out his first time up. 1-0. Swinging and a miss. 1-1 with the cutter. There's a Lucille bobblehead. Lucille on a kayak. Holding the paddle, cheering. And Flores, it's a high fly ball to left. Down the left field line, it's going to go out of play.
It was a hit. That was a hit. Yeah, absolutely.
Giants still looking for splash hit number 100. They've been stuck in 99 for quite a while. 1-2. Did Flores go? No. Even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bomb to 3rd. Nobody on. Garrett Roy running the pitch clock here. Fires with 1, and Flores fouls it back.
Garrett waited until that pitch clock was right at 2 seconds before he released it.
2-2 to Wilmer.
2-2.
Flores soft ground ball to 3rd. Birdie takes his time, fires. Now in the inning.
John Miller will be in. I'll see it back here.
Going to the 4th with no score. Marlins coming up. Be right back. Arise, Cooper, and De La Cruz will be due up to start the 4th.
friend. Hey, and pitchers duel so far. It seems like all of the runs in last night's game occurred in the middle innings. So let's see if history.
Arise takes the first pitch in there for a strike.
First pitch called strike is in there to Luis Arise, the league's
Arise actually didn't get a hit. He grounded out his first time up. It's shocking. Ground ball that goes foul. He's behind 0-2.
Past first base coach John Jay. You know, I was thinking that guy looked familiar to me. And no wonders, John Jay. John Jay, he exchanged the lineup cards before the game today for his skipper, Skip Schumacher. He was a tough out.
0-2 to Arise.
Right
up the middle, and another base hit for Luis Arise. Well, I admit I did see that coming. His fourth hit of the series already. Arise in this series has 4 of the 8 Marlins hits.
Yeah, kind of frustrating for Logan Webb. I mean, that's your job.
I'll bring up Garrett Cooper.
On the ground, and every once in a while, they're going to find holes. When you're leading the league in hits, those ground balls are finding holes.
Cooper grounded out his first time up in the second.
So, and Kite calls that the magic wand do. He's got the magic wand do going. Here's Cooper.
Cooper takes strike 1.
Now, in the baseball statistical world, the analytics world, they have a different phrase. I like Kite's phrase.
This season, Logan Webb has induced 9 ground ball double plays. That is tied for the 3rd most in the majors. And this could be a double play. The second for 1 on the first. Cooper beats it out. Giants will get the 1.
Handled nicely, though, by Estrada. It really was a nice dig from Estrada. Let's take a look at our pitching decisions presented by
I'll bring up Brian De La Cruz.
On 4 pitches in the second inning. See the 4-seam fastball, then the changeup, and then a couple of sliders to send them back packing. So yeah, grab some pine meat. And that's our pitching decisions presented by Sage.
First pitch to De La Cruz, and his second time up, he's struck out. He takes strike 1.
He hit the 2-run double in the 6th that put the Marlins ahead for a while. And then he hit a home run in the 8th inning. But the Giants leading 4-2 that made it a 1-run game.
10 of 14 first pitch strikes won by Webb today. And De La Cruz hits one in the triples alley gap. Conforto does a nice job cutting it off. Cooper will have to stop at 3rd. And the Marlins have 1st and 3rd with 1 out. I'll bring up Joey Wendell.
What was significant about this play was that Conforto was able to keep De La Cruz at first base.
It's a great play by Conforto on the right.
Stays inside, goes the opposite gap. That's just a great piece of hitting right there. But here's a great piece of defense. By keeping De La Cruz at first base, especially when you have a sinker ball.
With Joey Wendell with a chance to get the Marlins on the board, he walked his first time up. Takes strike 1 here.
On 1 the count to Wendell, who walked his first time. Giants middle infielders looking for that double play ball. In fact, they're not normal double play depth. They're in a little bit further than that.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Bailey blocks it. 0-2.
0-2. Nice block job there by Patrick Bailey. Get a runner at third base, first base. You have a ball in the dirt as a catcher. All you're trying to do is keep it in front of you. Keep it in front of you.
Great slider there thrown by Webb.
Technique, perfection.
The 0-2 to Wendell. And a ground ball to 3rd. Davis goes to 2nd for 1 on the first. Double play. Great play by J.D. Davis and Tyro Estrada. And Logan Webb gets out of that 4th inning unscathed. That was not a good throw by Davis. But he was on his knees. Schmidt, actually, that was not Tyro. Schmidt reaches up, throws to Wade. Beautiful double play. Still no score going to the bottom of the 4th.
Northern California Ford dealer.
So Conforto leads
17 years
off.
ago today in 2006
Bottom
in
of the
Oakland,
fourth.
Barry Bonds tied Babe Ruth on the all-time home run
17 years ago today, Barry Bonds hit career home run number 714 at the Oakland Coliseum. 17 years ago. Wow. First pitch to Conforto is a ground ball foul.
Foul by Conforto this week. Start the Giants out of the fourth inning, and Mike, you pointed it out at the time, but with the Giants getting that double
Conforto
play,
struck out his first time up.
Can go back to Conforto's earlier play, keeping that double play in order. That was a big play. Put a 0 on the board at the top of the fourth.
0-1. Another ground ball foul, 0-2.
Bounced softly, foul, and the count is 0-2. You know, the Giants defensively, they know what Logan Webb does. All of his pitches can get ground balls. And if you're in the outfield, it's imperative. If you can cut off a gap and keep a runner at first base, you keep the chance for that sinker baller to get a ground ball and get out of an inning and get the double play. And that's exactly what happened. So tip your cap to Conforto.
0-2. Outside corner, strike 3. One down. Garrett's fourth strikeout.
Let's take a look at the double play. It dropped J.D. Davis to his knees, and Schmidt had to come from the shortstop position with weird momentum coming to the bag. Makes the high throw, and still gets enough on the throw and sends Joey Wendell back, and he flies. They just get him by a step, half a step, quarter of a step.
Here's J.D. Davis. Just made that great play to turn the double play. He takes strike 1.
That play was screaming the big leagues at you.
Davis ground out his first time up, 0-1. And a swing and a miss on a high fastball here, 0-2.
Shortstop's covering. Well, they had Tyro Estrada, the second baseman, playing well off the bag and shade in right field. So it had to be Schmidt. That was a pre-planned play.
Garrett winding down the pitch clock again.
They pulled it off.
Throws it at 3. And Davis fouls it back.
Fouled that one away. Still 0-2. See where Estrada is. He's way far from the bat for second base, and there's Schmidt. You get to the base, and then you rely on a proper lead and a great throw. And although the throw was high, it still led Schmidt perfectly. And there's no margin for anything going wrong. There was a runner at third, so if they don't get the double play, that's a run. That's a run.
0-2. In the dirt, 1-2.
Bounced in front of home plate with that slider. 1-2. I remember Cal Ripken, a Hall of Fame shortstop, he always felt like the true test of a shortstop is, does he turn that double play when you need it? Either starting the double play or being
Garrett throws 1 second on the pitch clock, and Davis, swing and a miss, gets away from Fortes. Davis is out. 5th strikeout for Garrett, 2 down.
So 2 down.
Now bring in Mitch Haniger.
5 swing and miss strike threes for Braxton Garrett. The Marlins lefty. Good stuff.
Haniger was one of 5 strikeout victims of Braxton Garrett his first time up. Swinging and a miss, 0-1.
0-1 to Haniger. Haniger struck out swinging his first time.
Braxton Garrett on 12 of 14 first pitch strikes. Ahead 0-2 to Haniger.
You got the low strike there.
Pitch count in pretty good shape for Garrett. This will be his 54th pitch. Here it is in the dirt, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Tomorrow, the finale of the series and of the homestand. Alex Wood, the starter for the Giants, against Jesus Luzardo for Miami at 1:05. Then on the road,
1-2.
the Giants. Oh, that hit him.
That hit Garrett, but it ricocheted right back to Garrett Cooper. Inning over. Wow. Braxton Garrett is okay. He's walking off. The 5th inning we go. No score. Fortes, Hampton, Edwards coming up for Miami.
Go to sfgiants.com/sweets. Check it out. Foul out of play by Nick Fortes.
So Nick Fortes leads off. He's behind 0-1.
His first time. A change-up it appeared because that's what he got.
Fortes singled his first time up, one of 3 Miami hits
That was his first
in
time.
this game.
And that one spins
And
in
a
there.
slider right down the middle, taking strike 2.
Garrett Hampson on deck, and then Xavier Edwards. It's the
Garrett Hampson on deck, and Xavier Edwards is in the hole.
Nothing score.
0-2 outside.
Showed and missed with that slider in the 0-2 count. With the way his sliders break a day, and as late as it is breaking, you don't get guys to swing it even if it's a foot off the plate away.
The 1-2 outside again, that time with a sinker. 2-2.
2-2. Webb with 5 strikeouts and 1 walk allowed. He's yielded 3 hits. Time taken. Hey, one thing that's happened since the start of this game, it was windy at first pitch at 17 miles per hour out of the west, and it's picked up. See the palm trees out
2-2,
beyond left field,
and Fortes fouls it back.
Still 2-2 to Fortes. The flags up at the top of the scoreboard complex.
Very windy, as always.
Palm trees we're talking about.
Over 17-mile-per-hour winds today at the ballpark. And Fortes hits a high fly ball to left in the park. Haniger under in the corner. 1 out.
Take a look at how things ended for the Giants as the ball hit off of Braxton Garrett, the pitcher, like it hit his knee or his shin, and just carried over to Garrett Cooper, the first baseman.
Here's Garrett Hampson. First pitch to him is outside.
There are lots of Garretts, including Garrett Hampson, is at the plate right now. That could be a major league record for Garretts in one game. I got to go with you on that. In one lineup.
2-0.
One of the guys like
1-1. I call it a strike to Hampson.
He could, or at least take a tee off or something. Give him a new Rolex or something. And call yourself
Inside 2-1.
Bill or Biff or something. Yeah, Garrett's already taken. 2-1 to Garrett.
Hampson struck out his first time up in the second inning. Way outside 3-1.
Now it's 3-1. Sling to the delivery. It's something you recognize and get back on the mound. You try to make the corrections. Hey. He's going, Dad.
68th pitch from Webb is ball 4. Second walk issued by Logan Webb, and Hampson is on base.
Who has exceptional speed.
And Garrett Hampson is really fast, so you got to pay attention for the steal.
Garrett Hampson has.
And here comes Xavier Edwards.
But it's the kind of a game where a base being stolen could be a big play. Nothing, 5th inning. Xavier Edwards, another speedster.
First pitch to him. There goes Hampson, and Bailey dropped the ball. Hampson steals second.
Well, Hampson had a tremendous jump. Bailey tried to come out and cheat a little bit.
Hampson did have a good jump.
He saw that he had to be quick where Hampson was, but you could see.
Yeah, that was a great jump. No way Bailey would have gotten him if he didn't drop it.
Hampson was halfway.
Edwards down the left field line, foul.
Into the crowd. 1 ball and 1 strike to Edwards, who hit one that was handled by Logan Webb his first time. He's 0 for 1. And they're having fun at the yard.
1-1. Inside got jammed. Tries to do a strata. Hampson will go to third, but Johnson is out at first. 2 down. I'll bring up John Birdie.
A few fast-moving players in this lineup today.
Birdie 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground down.
Break through the overcast here at Oracle Park. Birdie 0 for 2 has struck out and grounded.
First pitch to him is a check swing that goes foul.
0-1. Pretty easy sky to play center field today. No sun problems.
John Birdie stole 41 bases for the Marlins last year. He's one of the best base stealers in the league a year ago.
The 0-1. Outside corner, strike two. It's a perfect slider thrown by Webb.
And he didn't think so. He thought it was too perfect.
Crowd rises, and it'll be an 0-2 pitch to John Birdie coming up in about 10 seconds.
Right at the hands on the inside corner at the belt with a four-seam fastball, or you could drop a changeup down below the strike zone. Anything in the strike zone is a mistake.
Here it is. Birdie takes high, 1-2.
1-2.
Tried to wrap around two-seam movement on the outside corner.
One-two to Birdie with Hampson at third base. And Birdie strikes out. Logan Webb gets himself out of yet another jam. Still no score going to the bottom of the fifth. Montway Jr., Casey Schmidt, Patrick Bailey do up. Montway Jr. leads off, takes strike one.
Winner wins $30,000 for their school. They need your vote, so please vote.
One strike count now to the
0-1.
Jr., another one of those.
And Wade grounds this one to first. Cooper flips to the covering Garrett. 1 out.
Garrett Cooper, who feeds it to Braxton Garrett.
We got a good old pitcher's duel here.
Wade, who had walked his first time, is gone now.
Here comes Casey Schmidt. Lined out his first time up. 0 for 1.
Liner to left his first time.
And Fortes and Garrett talking about something.
Fortes out at the mound to chat with Braxton Garrett, who we're happy to say seems to be fine after getting hit on the left leg, left shin somewhere, perhaps.
Yeah, he'll give up a bruise to get it out. Not a problem.
58th pitch from Garrett coming up in the first to Schmidt. Is a line drive caught by Joey Wendell.
Out number
2 down.
Schmidt's had 2 good at bats.
Casey Schmidt's 2 hard hit balls, but right into the glove of a fielder. So he's 0 for 2, and they'll bring up Patrick Bailey, who grounded into a fielder's choice in his first major league at bat.
He hit a ground ball to third into a force out.
Well, there's his family.
Bailey, the first pitch, grounds this one to Birdie. That's a 4-pitch inning for Braxton Garrett. Out. Soler or Arias Cooper coming up to start the sixth. Jorge Soler leads off.
One of those would-be quality starts
Straight from a dog barking. First pitch to Soler is a foul back. And it's 0-1.
About a month ago, there's a foul out of play. Strike one. Soler has struck out twice.
Soler has struck out in both of his at-bats.
Soler never had much success against Logan Webb, except that one time
0-1.
back in April.
0-2.
That's a called strike beauty, right at the knees, right on the corner. And it's 0-2. Soler came up with the Giants. They had 3-2 in the seventh and hit a two-run pinch hit homer, the only hit he's ever had against
0-2.
Webb, and it beat him.
1-2.
1-2 the count now.
I mean, you go back and analyze every one of Logan Webb's starts this year, and he could have been the winning pitcher in every one of those games.
Five on the pitch clock. Here's the 1-2 to Soler. And a fly ball into center field. Johnson coming in. It's going to get down. Little bloop for Jorge Soler. And the Marlins have their fourth hit.
Out and dumped it into shallow center.
Leadoff single.
How to get a Gigantes jersey? We have an answer. The first 20,000 fans will receive a Gigantes replica jersey presented by Coca-Cola. Zero sugar in Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk on Sunday, June 4th. Go to sfgiants.com/promotions.
Here's Luis Arias, who has grounded.
So here's a Luis Arias, dangerous hitter. On the inside corner, strike one.
0-1. Second career hit for Soler against Logan Webb. Just kind of dumped it in. Fourth hit for the Marlins, which is not
Arias 1 for 2, singled in the fourth. Inside 1-1.
Spun him around. 1 ball, 1 strike. Arias leading.
Luis Arias got, the Miami Marlins granted to 42 double plays. That's the most in the MLB. I was going to say, Luis Arias granted to 42 double plays. Arias fouled it, but it may have hit his hand and he's hurt.
It's the only thing that I can even think that is remotely close to doing this to yourself.
Oh, fouled it off his foot. That's what happened.
Asleep, you reach up to get something out, and a pickle jar drops out of the top shelf of the refrigerator and lands on your foot. You're not expecting it. You don't see it, and it's instant pain that makes you do the one-hop. The one-hop dance, the painful dance.
Well, he must do that every so often because he got that partial shin guard.
1-2 to Rise.
That missed the shin guard. Off the ankle.
Outside. Ball 2. Count goes even. The 2-2. Grounded foul down the first base line. And a nice pick by the ball dude, Louis Abadesco.
Let's take a look. Comes out, comes up, puts it right in the sweet spot.
2-2 to Rise. We have runner first. Ground ball right back to Webb. Schmidt for 1. Throws to Wade. Another double play. To Rice at leadoff single by Soler. Second double play induced by Logan Webb in the last 2 innings.
To go to his target. Just a snag, and he's already there to do the footwork, and a perfect throw to Casey Schmidt, who rifles a seed over to Lamont Wade Jr.
I'll bring up Garrett Cooper with nobody on 2-outs.
So now Garrett Cooper, 2 down, nobody on.
Cooper takes strike 1. There's that changeup.
That's the 5th time that Rice has grounded into a double play. That's sort of the flip side of a guy who almost always makes contact. That will happen on occasion.
Cooper with a swing and a miss.
Was always a double play threat.
Cooper 0 for 2 ground outs and ground into a fielder's choice. So 2 ground outs.
Cooper
0-2, and that is outside.
Off the corner, 1-2. Nothing to nothing in the 6th inning. The Marlins, you saw that graphic perhaps. When Rice came up, the Marlins have grounded into more double plays.
1-2 to Cooper, and a line drive foul.
1-2.
There's a kayak on top of the Giants dugout. Oh, there's Lucille. On his bobblehead day, Lucille. 1-2 Cooper outside. Count goes even.
2-2. De La Cruz is on deck.
Brian De La Cruz on deck. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Logan Webb. Johnson, Estrada, Flores coming up for the Giants for the bottom of the 6th.
It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San
Just about 70 minutes into this game, and we are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Only about 70 minutes in this game. Johnson fouls the first pitch off. He bunted it.
To the second baseman his first time.
Wow, he's taking off his pitch comp stuff.
Logan Webb looks like he's done.
That means his day is over.
That's interesting. I
So Webb
only feel like 80 pitches, but looks like Webb is done.
finished 91 pitches.
91 pitches. Okay, that's kind of understandable.
Looks like
I would have kept
somebody's
him for
gonna
another
start
inning.
throwing in the Giants bullpen.
1-1 to Johnson. Strike two.
For the changeup.
With the changeup on the outside corner. Logan Webb giving hugs to the rook, Patrick Bailey.
Patrick Bailey, I mean,
1-2.
he helped to put 6 zeros on the board.
Swing and a miss, strike three. Johnson down swinging. Vortex picks it up, fires to first.
Portis throws him out at
1
first.
down.
That's all for Johnson.
Jacob
Now bring up Tyro Estrada.
out in the Giants bullpen, getting ready.
Giants bullpen is Jacob Junis.
There's Junis.
Estrada, what a perfect slider there,
Slider
man.
right on the corner.
0-1.
I mean, it's been a good duel between these guys.
And Garrett with a much more
0-1.
efficient pitch.
Estrada hits a low slider. I mean, that was almost in the dirt, and he hits it to left. De La Cruz under makes the catch. 2-10.
Well, tomorrow, bring your kids to
That pitch was in the dirt, and Estrada got up in the air. That's impressive.
8,000 kids 14 and under will receive a youth water bottle presented by Bank of America.
Comes Wilma Flores.
Promotions. I think I said Webb allowed 2 hits. He allowed 4 hits. I beg your pardon.
Giants still with only 1 hit. That's on the outside corner, 0-1. But to defend the Giants a bit, Braxton Garrett has been throwing everything in a perfect place. He's been almost unhittable. Giants' only hit came on the very first pitch that they've seen from Garrett. It's from Tyro Estrada. 0-2 to Wilmer. Garrett has only thrown 67 pitches. This will be his 68th. It's in the dirt.
That slider. That's his big pitch. 1-2. He's had 6 strikeouts. He's only walked 1 and allowed 1 hit.
1-2 to Flores. Way high. Count goes even.
Lamonte Jr. drew a 1-out walk in the second inning.
Giants haven't had a base runner since the second inning. 2-2. Grounded foul.
Wilmer fights that one off.
You know, the other thing, too, about Garrett is he hasn't made a lot of location mistakes right out over the middle of the strike zone. And that's commendable because he's throwing a lot of breaking balls, especially curveballs.
2-2. And a fly ball. See if it's in play. It's going to go out of play. Foul.
Into the sunshine for a moment.
About time the sun decided to show up. A little late today.
To Wilmer. Another 2-2.
Braxton will try it again.
And a swing and a miss, strike 3.
That slider.
Wow. End of the 6th. No score. Braxton Garrett dealing. De La Cruz, Wendell Fortes coming up for Miami to start the 7th inning. Just a little more, just 80 minutes into this game.
right, time now for our game summary. It's brought to you by Toyota. And through 6 full innings of play, we have ourselves a good old-fashioned duel between Braxton Garrett and Logan Webb. Let's take a look at the comparative. 6 innings for both guys. 1 hit allowed by Garrett, 4 by Webb. Each pitcher has 7 strikeouts on the day. 72 pitches by Garrett, 91 through Webb. And that's where we stand. Heading to the top of the 7th inning. There is no score. New pitcher now for the Giants. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts. The new pitcher, Jacob Junis, coming in for his 12th appearance on the year. He's 2-2, 5.09 ERA.
So Jacob Junis takes the mound for the Giants.
No score, top of the 7th. Once again, my partner, Dwayne Kuiper.
All righty. I went over on the radio side, and the Giants did not have a base runner.
He did not.
So Junis.
Perfect timing and got back. First pitch to Brian De La Cruz, and from Jacob Junis is a slider on the outside corner. De La Cruz 1 for 2. He singled in the 4th. Another perfect slider on the outside corner, 0-2.
Well, he likes to work a quick pace. Junis can 2 and 4 seam the fastball. He's got a curveball and a changeup.
Timeout called.
I should say slider. And a slider is a big slider because of its size. Kind of halfway between the slider and the curveball with exceptional command. I mean, he can go to both sides of the plate.
0-2 to De La Cruz. In the dirt, 1-2.
In the dirt.
Impressed today with the work of Patrick Bailey. It's been very good.
Outside, 2-2.
Two and two with Wendell on deck.
2-2 to De La Cruz. And a line drive up the middle. Schmidt, tough play. I'm sorry, Estrada. Got him! What a play by Tyro Estrada. Wow. My Tyro just spawned out of nowhere. Made a terrific play. 1 down. Wow.
Said, I got this. I mean, we've been talking about what he's done this year with the bat, but boy, you really have to pause and you have to take
what a play by Tyro there.
Admiration of what he's done with the glove, especially.
I don't know how he even got to that ball.
What a play by Tyro.
Give you that.
Wendell takes strike 1.
Yeah, that was the on-man face.
Wendell bounces it foul behind him. 0-2.
Well, I was over on the radio side.
Wendell walked
And my first
in the 2nd. Swing and a missed strike 3. First strikeout for Jacob Junis. 2 down.
With a runner at third.
with the runner at third. Here's
2 down, and here's Nick Fortes. Shows bunt, takes a strike.
The bunt, and he missed. 31,993.
This is 31,993. Not a sellout, but pretty close. So that's probably about 80% capacity. It's 0-2 to
I'll
Fortes.
say this about Hunter Wendelstedt. He's going to make you swing the bat.
He got a very, very pitcher-friendly strike zone today, especially down around the knees. But that's
The 0-2 to Fortes.
reputation.
Pop-up in play.
Right now,
Davis shielding himself from the sun, but it's going to go foul. Davis had no idea where that was.
He lost it from the get-go. And, you know, look, I guess you can yell and scream or whatever, but it would have been a hard play for Junis.
That's just really a bad feeling.
I mean, I just got through saying over on the radio side, there is no sign of the sun. So
That's my bad. Well, yeah, you brought it on, but it's breaking through. So
You get 2.
fly balls from here on out. Going to have
The Fortes.
personality too.
Inside, call the ball. One and 2. 2 and 2.
So 2 balls
To the
and 2
Marlins
strikes.
catcher. That almost hit him, and the count goes full. Well, the sun's now out at Oracle Park. It's overcast for the majority of the game. But now the sun is out, and it's very bright. Here's a 3-2 to Nick Fortes. Outside corner, strike 3. Another great inning by Giants pitching. Second strikeout for Junis Conforto. Davis Haniger coming up for the bottom of the 7th.
Thanks, Laura.
Giants with just one hit in this entire game. That came in the first inning on the very first at bat. First pitch to Conforto is inside, called a strike.
Giants, a walk to Wade in the second. Last hit for the Giants, a single to open up the bottom of the first.
0-1 to Conforto. Way inside. That's not going to be called a strike. Ball 1.
He being Garrett, has retired 14 straight.
1-1. Conforto with a swing and a miss. 1-2.
If you go back and analyze the location that he has had with this stuff, I mean, it's really not a surprise. He is throwing strikes, that's for sure. And quality strikes. We're talking corner strikes. He has not been pigeonholed to where you could sit on one pitch, one side of the plate against him. He's moved the ball around. He has been in total command.
1-2. Conforto strikes out looking. 1 down. The 8th strikeout for Braxton
You
Garrett.
say the same thing for Logan Webb. I mean, he was brilliant today. It's unusual the way Conforto's been.
I'll bring up J.D. Davis.
Yeah,
That's Conforto's 3rd strikeout of the game. And they're pulling.
76 pitches.
They're pulling Braxton Garrett with 76 pitches.
Well, we don't know the history of what's going on.
Bottom of the 7th. What?
We do know this. It was really impressive.
Why are they pulling Braxton Garrett? Not complaining. Braxton Garrett's coming out of the game. JT Chargo is coming in for the Marlins. Pitching change with one on the bottom of the seventh. Be right back.
New pitcher.
JT Schwarga is a new pitcher for the Marlins.
Take a look at the numbers for
This will be his
Schwarba.
seventh appearance. He has not given up an earned run in 5 1/3
Really, he hasn't
innings.
allowed
Opponents are
anything
batting
but
only
third, six
0.59
strikeouts,
against
no
him.
walks. You're going to see a healthy fastball that's mid to high 90s.
He'll face JD Davis to
Slider,
start off his
changeup,
outing.
all from a
First
high
pitch to
sidearm
Davis. He has a strike right down the middle.
Chagua, 32 years of age. He's
Davis 0 for
shy
2,
of
grounded
4
out and
years at the
strikes
big
out.
league level.
Strikeout.
Former second-round pick by the Twins in 2012.
0-1. 0-2. Another one right down the middle
So
taken.
2 straight 96-mile-an-hour fastballs, and it's 0-2.
Hook to Davis.
Out of play
That's some
is
crazy movement. Davis somehow got a piece of
Davis
it, fouled it
takes that
away.
one out.
Count stays 0-2.
Oh, catcher's interference. Here we go. We got a
Oh.
rally.
Wow,
Catcher's
absolutely,
interference.
that's a rally.
So Davis will be the first Giants base runner since the second inning.
Patrick Bailey and
Okay, that's the start of a rally.
hey, what's up? What's up?
Let's see here.
Yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely hit his glove. So Skip Schumacher going to come talk.
Skip Schumacher going to come out and talk to the umpires yet again like he did last night. He got thrown out last night.
Those two kids were all over it.
Well, I mean, that's something you can hear.
Let's see if that was. Yep, that hit the glove, definitely. That is catcher's interference. And Giants have the first base runner since the second inning. And here's Mitch Haniger.
Fortes, the catcher.
Haniger.
And
Takes strike one, a slider down the middle.
takes a strike. Tell you what, I don't have the numbers, but I'll bet 90% of the Giants hitters were behind 0-1 today.
Yeah, I think Garrett was on top of him.
0-1 to Haniger. 0-2. Man, that sinker has so much movement. The 0-2. Good take there by Haniger, 1-2.
Blocked by Fortes. It's 1-2.
Otway Jr. on deck. Once Haniger runs from a double play, he will come up and face a righty. Outside, another good take, 2-2.
Haniger, a strikeout, and a ball he hit very hard off of Garrett, and it carried him right to the first baseman for an out.
2-2 to Haniger. Grounded to third. Birdie goes to second for one. First double play. Well, Chargois comes in, does his job. 8th inning coming up. Still no score, and the Giants still stuck on just one hit. Be right back. Well, new pitcher for the Giants will be Tyler Rogers. He got a 4-out save last night. I mean, if I was Tapper, I would have stuck with Junis. But
here he is the next day. That's the beautiful thing about a guy who throws from the submarine style is it's not as abusive on your shoulder.
First pitch is 2-0 now to Garrett Hampson. Hampson 0 for 1, walked and stole a base. That was on the 5th inning. 3-0 to Hampson.
Submarine guys, when they get stiff, they usually get stiff in their backs.
(3-0). And inside, wasn't a strike, but it was called a strike. 3-1.
Hampson drew a walk in the 5th.
3-1 to Hampson. Ground ball to third. Bobbled by Davis. Hampson's very fast. He's going to be safe at first. That's going to be an error on J.D. Davis.
Now a message presented by Pacifico.
Now bring up Xavier Edwards.
Pacifico is a crisp golden lager, brewed for those who know. It's what's behind a label that matters.
First pitch to Edwards.
Here's Edwards.
Shows bunt, and he bunts it foul.
Errors that bother infielders more than others, and that one will really bother J.D. Davis because a little bit of a short hop, maybe you take your eye off it. Not an in-between hop. Yeah, it leads off an inning. Giants are taking away the bunt, anticipating Edwards to sacrifice.
0-1 to Edwards. Another bunt, and it's high.
A guy with the amount of
scores around the league right now. Blue Jays leading the Orioles 5-2 in the top of the 8th. Nationals leading the Tigers 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th. Diamondbacks leading the Pirates 4-3 in the top of the 7th. Rangers leading the Rockies 9-1 in the 5th. Phillies leading the Cubs 10-0 in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 to Edwards. Bunts it. Fair ball. Tag applied by Wade. 1 down. But Hampson does go to second. They're going to say Edwards is out of the baseline.
Look, this is just one big hop and then a short hop.
He's more scores around the league. 10-0 Phillies in the bottom of the fifth against the Cubs. Astros beating the A's 2-1 in the top of the sixth. Reds and Yankees tied at 4 in the bottom of the fifth. Rays leading the Brewers 6-3 in the bottom of the sixth. And that's it. And the White Sox beat the Royals 5-1. Games later on today: Dodgers Cardinals 7:15 from St. Louis. Mariners Braves 7:15. Twins Angels at 10 o'clock Eastern time, and Red Sox Padres also at 10 o'clock. John Birdie with the runner in swing position up. Way outside, why not? Camilo Doval in the Giants bullpen. 2-0 to Birdie. On deck is Soler. Swing and a miss. 2-1.
2 balls and 1 strike. With some quality 2-0 pitches in this game. I like him recently to be pitching behind as often as he has had to do in this outing.
Line drive to right field and a base hit. Conforto gets to it quickly, but Hampson's really fast. Throw home. Bailey could not play cleanly. And on the throw, Birdie goes to second, and the Marlins lead 1-0.
And the first run of the game is scored by the Marlins here in the 8th.
So Birdie drives in Hampson. And in the 8th inning, we have our first run.
That really is a very good approach when you're facing a submarine pitcher.
Now here's Soler with a chance to make it a big inning.
Birdie goes to second.
That's outside, Bueno.
Soler opened up the 6th with a base hit.
1-0 Soler. Line drive to third. Davis slides, fires to first, and gets the out. Nice play. 2 down.
Well, the beauty of third base, you get a with his bare hand, gets his feet under him, and then rifles a seed over to Wade. An absolutely perfect throw. He had time also to get a good grip on it.
Now bring up Luis Ariz.
So the Giants just walked.
And they're going to intentionally walk Ariz, and I do not disagree with that whatsoever. He is a contact here against a pitcher who gives up a lot of contact. I like that move a lot. Now I'll bring up Garrett Cooper with first and second, 2 outs. Cooper grounds this one, and it's caught by Casey Schmidt. A low line drive that Schmidt caught. Inning over. Rogers limits the damage to just 1. Bottom of the 8th. Let's see if the Giants can score. Down 1-0. Leading off the bottom of the 8th for the Giants, it will be Lamont Wade Jr., Casey Schmidt, and Patrick Bailey. New pitcher for the Marlins will be Tanner Scott.
The Marlins will be the left-hander Tanner Scott. 21st time he's come in. 25 strikeouts in 20 in the third. Good stuff. Basically a two-pitch guy, but he throws hard. You'll see the high 90s with the four-seamer and a hard slider.
Montway leads off and takes strike one on the inside corner.
0-1 count.
Defensive change.
Hampson
goes to center, and Burdick goes to right. That's low 1-1.
On a play. And it's 1-2.
So 1-2 to Wade. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to first. Cooper takes it to the bag himself. 1 out.
And here's Schmidt.
And I'll bring up Casey Schmidt. Giants still with just 1 hit in this ballgame. Only have had 1 base runner since the second inning, which was on catcher's interference. So
he's bringing confidence into that
2 lineouts for Casey Schmidt. First pitch to him is a big swing and a miss.
I think he was going to swing no matter where it was.
You go 1. Grounded foul.
It's 0-2.
On deck is Patrick Bailey. See his first at bat batting left-handed. Down the right field line, foul.
So 2 breaking balls. Then he tried to explode his hands with 98. Dad, his mom. Trying to be calm. Not easy when you're watching your kid.
Timeout was called by Schmidt.
But he has a little league will attest to that.
Yield to the Rook. Ground ball to second. Arise goes to Cooper. 2 down. Now here comes Patrick Bailey.
1 hit. That's right. 1 hit in this game for the Giants, and that was Estrada to lead off the bottom of the first. Bailey looking for his first hit. He's bounced.
So the Tanner Scott is actually a lefty, so Bailey is getting back from the right side again. That's in the dirt, 1-0. See, maybe you'll see a Bailey bomb diving in. Who knows? The 1 out to Bailey. In there for a strike. Bailey has had a great game behind the plates. So some great framing, and Logan Webb dealt with him. So he had a great day behind the plate as catcher. 1-2 to Bailey now. Pitch right at the knees. Each team with an error. Giants with just 1 hit. Marlins with 5 hits and 1 run. And Bailey just gets a piece of it. Another 1-2. Line drive and a base hit for Patrick Bailey. First major league hit for Patrick Bailey. It's a 2-out single to right. And the Giants have their second hit. And he gets a standing ovation.
kid. What did we decide? It's Leah. Leah, his wife. His daughter, his mom and dad.
Yeah, that'll bring up Bryce Johnson.
Family and friends. Here's Johnson.
Outside, ball one.
I mean, I'm glad he got it within the first three at bats. The longer it goes without you getting it, the harder it is to get.
1-0. Johnson bunts it down the first base line. Tough play. Johnson is safe. A bunt single for Bryce Johnson. Small ball is back. First and second, 2 down, and Thairo Estrada coming up.
Take a look at Patrick Bailey. 1-2 count. He gets a little bit of a lift in the elevation of the breaking ball. And just like your top hands it right through the right side. Nice 2-strike swing. Bat 333 in the big leagues.
Now here comes the Giants' best hitter, Thairo Estrada, with a chance to tie the game or maybe do some more. And a pitching change coming up for the Marlins.
In the Bailey family.
We'll see who's coming in a bit. New pitcher for the Marlins will be Dylan Floro, the right-hander. He'll face Thairo Estrada. Let's look at Floro's stats this season. Floro, this will be his 21st appearance. 2-2 record, 2.66 ERA. Throws 20 1/3 innings, 18 strikeouts, and a whip of 1.08. He's had a very solid season.
At second, the lead run at first. Dylan Floro is the new pitcher, with the Marlins leading 1-0. See the numbers for Floro, they're good. Got a 266 earned run average.
Floro has given up 2 home runs.
Opponents to a 230 average. Thairo Estrada.
So the runner at second is Casey Schmidt, and the runner at first is Bryce Johnson. So the Giants have speed on both bases.
Your base runners are Bailey at second and Johnson at first. There's the bat that Bailey used. They got the ball. It's authenticated. And here's Estrada.
So Thairo Estrada now. First pitch to him is a strike on the inside corner. Estrada singled in the first and stole base. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Pretty much the same pitch as the last one.
That is a power changeup from Dylan Floro. See that pitch right there is why he's closing games.
Oh, 2 to Thairo. Very high, ball 1.
Let's see if he wastes that fastball to go back to the changeup. Well, he might be setting it up. I mean, he's also got a good slider, too. I mean, he's not afraid to use 4 types of movement. 2 fastballs, a slider, and you saw
On deck, if it gets to him, is Wilmer Flores. Hopefully it will. 1-2 to Tyro. 2-2. Fastball just outside.
Strikes. On deck is Wilmer Flores. A pair of 2-out singles here in the 8th, giving the Giants a chance to tie this game up.
2-2. Ground ball to third. Birdie takes it to third himself, steps on the bag now in the inning. So the Giants threaten, but they do not score. 9th inning coming up. Score is 1-0. Marlins. Be right back. New pitcher for the Giants will be Camilo Doval.
Well, right after the game, it's post-game live. Join Laura Britt, Carlos Ramirez, Sean Estes for highlights, interviews, and more. It's all coming up right after the game.
Score is 1-0 in the top of the 9th inning. Camilo Doval, new pitcher for the Giants. Doval had a day off yesterday. 21st time he has come in, 1-2 record, 2.29 ERA, 19 2/3 innings thrown, 10 walks, 28 strikeouts in less than 20 innings, 2 home runs and opponents batting at .62 against him.
Trying to keep this score at 1-0.
His job is to keep this score at 1-0. And leading off will be Brian De La Cruz.
De La Cruz will lead things.
De La Cruz is 1 for 3. His one hit was a single in the 4th inning. First pitch is a foul ball. Slider right down the middle.
I had a bet with a slider. The slider that Camilo Doval has been featuring lately really has been quick. Really tightened up the spin.
0-1. High slider. Called a ball.
Gifts have been down around the knees from Hunter Wendelstead, the plate umpire, not at the belt.
1-1 to De La Cruz. Way outside, 2-1.
3 pitches, 3 sliders.
De La Cruz is 1 for 3.
On the inside corner, 2-2.
You're thinking about the bottom of the 9th, it'll be Flores, Conforto, and Davis.
Two. De La Cruz fouls it off his knees. I'll say 2-2. Another 2-2, and that's high, full count. Joey Wendell on deck. 3-2. And ground ball to short. Schmidt fires to first. One down.
You know what? They're going to have to review this because that ball got away from Wade.
And apparently the ball got away from Mount Wade. So they're going to look at this.
Let's take a look.
Schmidt threw it so fast. So
Yeah, I agree. He popped out of the tip of his glove. And I don't think that they're going to say he had possession.
So the Marlins are going to challenge the out call at first. So it just poked out of the just poked out of his glove at the end. It may have, I don't know if it poked a hole or just came out the end. So I don't think they're going to say he had possession. So De La Cruz is probably going to be safe at first.
This one should not take very long.
Really shouldn't. Take a look. I mean, he just drops out of it.
And De La Cruz is safe at first. So the challenge is won by the Marlins.
So now you got good speed at first.
And now here's Joey Wendell. And the Marlins have great speed at first base.
Here's Wendell.
Wendell shows bunt, takes high for a ball.
Wendell is 0 for 2 with a walk.
Wendell's 0 for 2. Wendell shows bunt again, takes it away, takes low, and De La Cruz steals second as the pitch got away from Bailey. His second steal of the year.
It's as if the ball was like, I'm not worried about him at all.
That is an enormous jump. No chance for Patrick Bailey.
The 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1.
A strikeout situation the minute that De La Cruz hits second base. Nobody out. And you've got to pay attention to him at second base because he'll steal third.
2-1. In the dirt, 3-1.
3-1.
Grounded foul. Count goes full.
3-2.
Go on, Killix MCAA got the fish today. Hold on. Tries to have no offense. Sayas Doval gets his first strikeout. One down. One down, and that will bring Nick Fortes. The Giants have had no offense today, so besides the last inning, and then Dylan Floro came in to shut it all down. The rookie in the bullpen, Ryan Walker, got caught up with Patrick Bailey.
Getting ready. Won't take him long today. About 2 throws, and he'll be good to go.
One on the Fortes swing and a miss. 1-1. 100 miles per hour on the outside corner, 1-2.
Even Hundo, a two-seam grip, which that's just impressive for so many different reasons. One being you get your high velocity with a four-seam grip, not a two-seam grip.
1-2 to Fortes. Way outside.
2-2.
99 miles per hour. Even count. Fortes grounds this one to Schmidt.
With the slow roller.
Goes to first. Wade this time will not come out of his glove. De La Cruz does go to third.
De La Cruz
2 down.
moves to third.
And that'll bring up Garrett Hampson,
And here's
who started that 8th inning rally for the Marlins. He scored the only run of the ballgame. First pitch to Hampson is right down the middle, taking for a strike.
And then eventually scored the only run in this game.
Rangers beating the Rockies 11-1 in the top of the 7th. Way outside 1-1.
There's a wide strike at 97. That'll test your mettle if you're back there trying to catch it. Patrick Bailey passed that test easily.
1-1 to Hampson. Outside 2-1.
De La Cruz at third.
The runner at third is De La Cruz, and on deck is Peyton Burdick. Hopefully, he doesn't get to him. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Perfect location on the slider.
Crowd back on its feet. 2-2 to Hampson. Got him swinging. So Doval does his job in the ninth. Giants need 1 to tie and 2 to go home. Bottom of the ninth we go. Giants down 1-0. So Dylan Floro will stay into the game to try to close it out for the Marlins. It'll be Flores, Conforto, Davis for the Giants in the bottom of the ninth. So Warmer, he is clutch. Let's see if he has a clutch moment in him here. He's 0 for 3 on the day today. First pitch is fouled away.
Down the right field line and out of play.
Louis Abadesco's had a busy day as a ball boy.
Made the play, just had to wait for it to stop rolling.
0-1. Inside 1-1.
back out of the way. The base runner would be nice here to lead off the bottom of the inning.
1-1 the Wilmer. Slider hanging right down the middle, and Flores takes it. 1-2. Rally caps are on at the ballpark. 1-2. High fly ball to left center. It is caught by Garrett Hampson running into the wall. What a play. 1 down. Wow. That is a great catch by Garrett Hampson. Would have been a home run, but Hampson definitely robbed Flores of a double. What a play. And I'll bring up Conforto.
Here's Conforto.
First pitch is on the outside corner, strike 1. Don't scare me like that.
2 for 3 lifetime against
Yeah,
Florida.
that's Hampson definitely robbed Flores of an extra base hit. 0-1. 1-1.
And the 1-1.
Swing and a miss on the changeup. 1-2.
That's his neutralizer to left-handed hitters.
One, two. Inside. Call the ball. Even count. Close calls in one-run games last season. Marlins 24-40. That was 20th in the majors. This season, in one-run games, the Marlins are 14-2, which is first in the majors. So they are used to this. They are used to one-run games. In the dirt, full count.
3-2 to Conforto.
J.D. Davis on deck. The 3-2. And a foul ball. On the fastball away.
Obviously, a lot at stake. You're seeing some quality pitches, and you're seeing some quality foul-em-offs.
The 3-2 to Conforto. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. It was a foul tip right into the glove of Fortes. 2 down. And the last hope for the Giants is J.D. Davis.
Kind of set it up with a lot of soft stuff.
That's a beautiful sinker, I believe. Yeah, that's a sinker. It's a great pitch. That's the 4th strikeout of the game for Michael Conforto. Swing and a miss by Davis, 0-1. Davis reached on catcher's interference in the 7th. Then was retired on the next pitch via a double play. 1-1. 1-1. In there for a strike. Another perfect sinker. 1-2. Giants down to their last strike. One, two. Davis with a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the Marlins take game 2 of this 3-game series. Final score is 1-0 Miami. Dylan Floro picks up the save, and the Marlins are now 15-2 in one-run games. Well, this was a pitcher's duel. In the end, there was an error that proved the difference. Giants had 2 errors. Marlins had 1. Giants with 3 hits. Marlins with 5. And, of course, the Marlins with 1 run. Giants with 0. The Giants fall to 21-24. they have a chance to win the series tomorrow, and they also have a chance to lose it. Rubber match tomorrow at the same time, 4:05 Eastern. And my next stream will be definitely against the Twins, but the only thing up in the air is whether or not it'll be Monday night or Tuesday night against the Twins. Most likely Monday night. So Giants lose 1-0, and I will see you guys most likely on Monday night. Thank you for tuning in, Killix Mixa. Definitely appreciate it. All right, see you guys Monday night.